Hi there. These comments are for NC. I am Michael from OTCOnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you're continuing your speaking practice. So far, we have 2 consecutive days you've scored perfectly on the independent speaking section of the TOEFL exam. And you're going to try to do the 3rd day. Can you do 3 days in a row? I doubt it. I don't know anybody who has done 3 perfect scores 3 days in a row. I don't think I've ever taught anybody that's done that. So I'm ready for you. So let's see how we did. And okay, let's listen to it right here.
I prefer to work for a big company than a small one. First of all, working for a big company challenges my capabilities. For example, when I became the manager of a corporation, at first I was really nervous about the job, but I took it as a challenge and made sure that I fulfilled all of my job responsibilities. As a result, I got an award for being one of the best managers in the company. Second of all, big companies pay lucratively. To illustrate, I received $5,000 incentives on top of my monthly salary when I became the manager. As a result, I ended up saving a lot of money. Therefore, I prefer to work for a big company than a small one for these 2 reasons.
Now you have to say something like this at the end though. Had I not worked for a larger company, I would have likely missed these opportunities, to get promoted or to make more money. So you need to make sure you tie those examples back to the purpose of the task. Is you like working for larger companies rather than smaller companies, and you prove why in the examples.
I prefer to work for a big company than a small one.
Okay, so that's good. So big company rather than a small one.
First of all, working for a big company challenges my capabilities. For example, when I became the manager of a corporation, at first I was really nervous about the job, but I took it as a challenge and made sure that I fulfilled all of my job responsibilities.
Now, by saying take it as a challenge, that was very clever. So you repeat one of the key words from that first part of your response, and that kind of creates that coherent organization. So very good strategy there. We know that cohesion is achieved by either repetition, right? Repeating key terms, which is what you did. You can rephrase key ideas. You can certainly use determiners and pronouns to connect ideas together. You can even use transition words, which you do, and then you could even use parallelism.
As a result, I got an award for being one of the best managers in the company.
Good. I like that word, as a result. It helps show the cause-effect relationship there.
Second of all, big companies pay lucratively. To illustrate...
Yeah, good word too, lucratively. And you actually pronounce that with all the correct syllables.
I received $5,000 incentives on top of my monthly salary when I became the manager. As a result, I ended up saving a lot of money. Therefore, I prefer to work for a big company than a small one for these 2 reasons.
And then you might conclude, like I said, had I not worked for a larger company, I would have missed these opportunities. I don't know. This is tough. Can we say 3 days in a row here? It's not possible. Nobody gets a perfect score 3 days in a row. Nobody under my tutelage, right? Let me look at it. You got very good delivery, very clear speech, no doubt about it. I think you have great control of your language use, your vocabulary. You don't have any systematic errors at all, period, right? YouTubers, what am I missing here? Am I missing anything? Is there anything that you heard her do or say that will result in her scoring lower than 4? Right? I'm saying I don't see anything. Let me look at topic development. Response is sustained, sufficient, yes. It's well developed, coherent. You know how you use that word challenge, and it goes back to how working for large companies is challenging. And then you said lucrative. Then you talked about how you got the $5,000 raise kind of a thing. So relationships are very clear progression of ideas. I'm going to say 4.0 out of 4. 3 days in a row? Wow. What are you doing? Take the TOEFL test. What are you waiting on? You can get 26 or higher if you can get a perfect score 3 days in a row, and I'm very rough and very tough on my students, right? That's why we call it the TOEFL Speaking Boot Camp course, right? I'm not nice, I'm not polite, I'm very direct. I tell you all of the problems, whatever they are, and that's how it is. But I don't really see a lot of issues here. So again, YouTubers, if there's anything that you think I missed in my evaluation of this TOEFL speaking task, you can put your comments below the video. I'm going to say 4.4 out of 4, 30 points out of 30 for the third day in a row.